Yo, hello, test. All right, be with you in 5 minutes, everybody. Everybody in the chat. What's up, chat? I'm trying to get myself a drink and then share this shit on socials, and I'll be right back in 1 minute. All right. DJ. Test. DJ, cut that shit. Are we in? Yes. Hello, everybody. Yes, welcome. All right, settle down. Settle down, everybody. Settle the fuck down. How we doing, everybody? Thank you. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this at a later date, you missed out on an incredible show. The stuff that happens at the second half of the show today is phenomenal, and you should have watched this live. I apologize for being late, but you know what? Me being late. Because I'm only late to myself, really. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's a lot of people that watch this, and not in a like a financially rewarding way or anything like that. There's obviously not a lot of people, but like on a scale of what's the scale in terms of how many people are watching a thing and how many people aren't watching a thing. You know, last week we had like 50 people watching it at one time. 50 at the record 74. Those were the dizzy days. Those were back in April. April was a great time for streaming. If I remember myself, I'm looking back at April like an old man who's fond of the 60s. When women would let you just fucking raw dog them at the park. 1969, you'd take a little bit of acid and you'd fuck a chick with a hairy box, and you could raw dog her. Because STDs had not been introduced to America by the Jews yet. Did the Jews introduce STDs? I don't know. I've no idea. But I'm sure if you read into it, I'm sure if you Google it, if you give Anton a Google long enough, it will boil down to a conspiracy that the Jews have influenced nearly everything majorly bad in this in the world that we live in. What's Lyme disease? Is Lyme disease from the Jews? Lyme disease is definitely from New Hampshire. Today's episode is brought to you by Canada Dry, caffeine-free, zero sugar ginger ale. So if anyone from the company wants to send me a 6-pack of these a week, I will continue to promote your company. You need to someone get me to hook up with Canada Dry, the diets, the zero sugar. I don't know what's in it either. There's something in it. You know, they say there's nothing in it, but there's obviously something. You don't just get to taste something that's sugary and beautiful, and it's not just laced with cancer. You know, I know they've done those tests with the shit, whatever's inside of it. You know, they always bring it up. It's like, the thing that killed the mouse. What is it? What's the thing inside these diet drinks? Aspartame. Is that the thing? Is that the thing that gives me cancer? Calorie-free cancer? I'll tell you that, though. You know, you drink a Diet Coke and people go, you know, that's going to give you the cancer. Yeah, but it's just no calories. So I'd rather fucking drop dead at 62 from whatever type of fucking cancer it gives me than be fucking 89 and fat as fuck. You're going to die from being a big fatty drinking Coke fucking heavy. You're drinking fucking full fat Coke. Full fat Coca-Cola, full fat ginger ale. You'll be in a big fat fucking coffin. I hope you're saving because your family are going to have to buy an extra wide fat fucking coffin. Does that exist? Is there what are those big, where big fat cunts waddle their fat ass in to get clothes? The big and mighty. They're always like large and wide. Everyone walks in. Just wrap a fucking toga around me. Wrap a toga around me, please. But I wonder if they sell coffins. I wonder if you can get Is there big fat fucking coffins? Perplexity. What's the AI that I'm off? I'm already off. I should have taken some sort of ADHD fucking lock-in type of medicine before I sit down and start talking to all these people. And I see the chat's blowing up. I'm gonna get to the chat. I can see it in the top corner. 25 viewers. That's like, it's a quarter. That's a third of the way to a new record. We're fucking doing it. That's 30% of our all-time, not our all-time highs. Not the all-time highs. The all-time highs were the good old COVID days. I used to live stream. I'd have 300 fuckers in there. I got 300 people fucking in that thing. Oh, look. We got a chat. Did I hear that? Did anyone hear that go off? Just got back. How do I even? I lost it. I do want to continue talking about my other stuff, and I'm gonna get to do in a second. I just, if you really do need to get my attention, I'm gonna read the chat at times if I fucking get bored or if I run out of shit to say. But I tend to just ignore you. You guys are all there talking. Feel free to there's like a ranking system in the chats. Oh, yo, we got the burger. We got the fucking burger. Thank you, Zachary Sugar. If you subscribe while watching the show, a little burger dances up on the screen, which is like the highlight of my life. I was out of town the last 2 weeks, and I didn't have all the burger shit set up. So to see a little burger dance like that on a fucking Thursday night, the 4th of July, the 250th anniversary of the greatest fucking country in the world. Yeah, the numbers that we do on this pod, on this live stream. And by the way, it's not really a pod. It's not really. I do usually have topics that I want to talk about, but I often just distract myself, as you can tell from how much I've been bouncing around. But the dizzy highs were the good old days. We used to roll through 300 people be watching live back during COVID. And I was like, yeah, this is nothing. 300 fucking people means. And now I would I could take over a 300. If you have a live stream now, obviously not if you're like fucking IShowSpeed and he's like wrestling a guy who's dressed as Ronaldo or something. Or, you have the Kai Sinnets of the world where like him and fucking Big Bird rail lines of coke for fucking 16 days straight. They've got so many viewers that it like can't even make sense. I saw that IShowSpeed guy today. I tuned into one of his things. I think he had like 56 million viewers or something. It's like, this just can't be right. Is that right? There's no way. I clicked on it and it said 56 million. It's like, could I just do a fake? I could probably just do that. I could just get like in the same way that I have these dates of my live dates, I'm on the road whizzing by the top of my fucking head. I could have a little button that tells you the live viewers, and I could just make it automatic so that it just says like 2,800 people are watching. Would that work? Would that get me a precious sponsorship deal with Canada Dry? Would that get me? Yeah, motherfucker. What if I... Oh, it's made me Indian. I drank the magic Canada Dry and it's made me Indian. I need those shit. I need those shit in my... yeah, the good old COVID days, people are saying. But, yeah, I don't know what... I can't even see the number. The number's gone off the screen. But, 25 is not bad. But, we're racing towards the 74. So, maybe clip this, share this. Leave a comment after the fact. If you're watching this at a later date, let me know. I don't know if we'll be able to do Thursday nights all the time. I think I might have to switch to a Wednesday. I know that's probably pretty disappointing to hear if you're right here right now, but Thursdays it's just a little tricky for me. I'm on the road a lot of Thursdays, and Yeah, or I could try to do it later. It's a little bit too late for me, but I got distracted today by the Portugal game, the Croatia game. My wife has friends in town, And then the last minute, she's like, "Would you be able to?" She was grilling for them. She's like, "Would you be able to just like could you just like clean every single part of the house, please? Can you? Hey, I know you're pretty fucking busy being a comedian who goes on the road once a month, but could you fucking clean the house, please? Could you please? Can you lift the thing? I'm not able to lift the thing. I invited all my friends over for chicken. Can you buy the chicken? Can you cook the chicken? Can you grill the chicken? Can you clean the grill? Can you clean the grill, please?" What have I got nothing to do? I got a live stream. I've got fucking 11 people at the live stream, baby. I show speed. I could be the next I show speed. Who is that? Can you stop talking about all these kids? I don't really. We're 36 years old. We're not supposed to know who these children are. I'm like, baby, Kai Sinnott would kick you to the curb right now. This is the next steps. You start with 11, then you get 12. Someday I'll have an RV for us to live in. Don't you want that, baby? Don't you want to live in an RV? So grill your own fucking chicken. I'll lay over my dead body before my wife fucking handles the grill. There was actually a part of that, like a weird toxic masculinity part. Toxic masculinity isn't always bad, just so you know. Just while we're on the topic of like, there are certain toxic masculinity things that aren't bad. Like, women like toxic masculinity is like some guy who shoots a fucking cinema or fucking, rapes his fucking prom date or whatever the fuck toxic masculinity is. But sometimes toxic masculinity is also like when you fucking, you struggle. You're a pregnant bitch with a pram or a buggy or whatever a stroller, as the Yanks would say. You have a stroller. I hardly know her. And you're struggling with your fucking to get the doors or so, and then I help you. What's that? That's just not toxic. But that's the same. It's the same fucking part of the brain. The same thing that makes me punch a fucking a fella at the pub for fucking looking at you too sexually. Like me smacking an Italian man who's been talking to you for too long, too sexual. He's oozing sexuality. The same part of the brain that makes me punch him is the same thing that refuses to allow my wife to lift luggage. It refuses to allow my wife to use the grill. I refuse. You're gonna burn your little female hands. You wouldn't even know what to do. God knows what would happen if a woman ever lit the grill. Poison. There would be in the fucking news. We're interrupting the fucking World Cup. But a woman just fucking poisoned half of New Jersey. Colin Tyrrell's wife, and then everyone else goes like, like in the news, whenever like a kid does something bad, like, some kid will like, I don't know what he'll do. He'll have a party and everyone will do fentanyl and die, or he'll like steal his dad's truck and run over a bunch of cunts, and everyone was like, I want to know where the parents are. Where were the parents while his son was doing this? Where were the parents? That's what would happen. Your wife blows up the neighborhood when she tries to use the grill. I tried to put it upside down and it wasn't getting hot enough, so I poured gas on top of the thing to make it bigger. And I blew up everybody. And everyone's on me watching the news going, where was the husband? That's what I want to know. She has a little bird brain, a female bird brain. You can't expect her to use the grill and not kill half the fucking neighborhood. Where was the husband? And I'd be like, I was fucking live streaming. I was live streaming to my fucking fans. Sure, there was only 30 of them. But you gotta start somewhere. I wonder if I could fucking create a like one of those gotcha thumbnails, because during the World Cup, and I know your question was on the board. I'll be back to your question in a second, buddy. But I wonder if because during the World Cup, if you go onto YouTube, which, by the way, I got logged out of YouTube and now I can't log back in, and now I'm not able to watch the games. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. I was like, obviously I was watching the game earlier upstairs, but you go onto YouTube during any of the World Cup games, type in like, Portugal versus Croatia, and there'll just be a guy playing FIFA or something. But the thumbnail makes it look like the thumbnail makes it look like it's Portugal versus Croatia. And then you show up and it has an image and there's like 20,000 people. I've seen it. 20,000 people are watching a... Like, I wonder how many people on earth are sitting there, like, on the bus or something. Some cunt in Japan is on the subway on his way to work, thinking he's watching the game. And meanwhile, it's just some little fucker in his room. So they make it look so. I don't know what's that called. Clickbaiting or something. There must be a term in this. Who knows? Chat. Hey, chat. Sound off, chat. Hello? What are you doing? What do you mean you're just getting something? You're ruining my flow. I'm in my flow state here, babe.
I'm sorry, I had to get the feedback.
You have to get you can't say that on a chat.
Yeah.
You can't say that on the live stream. We'll get nuked. You want to say hello?
No, you don't.
I don't know if you can or not. I doubt it. But you could get nuked. Well, you want to say hello? There's loads of people. There's a couple of thousand people watching.
No freaking way.
There's not really, no. There's like 12 or something. I actually don't know.
Just one camera?
There is just one camera, yeah. What are you trying to do? Oh, here we go. What's that? It's a little engagement ring. That's gone up in value since I bought it. So you'll make more money. You'll make more money selling that than I did fucking buying it. All right, love you, but love you, babe.
Love you.
Now stay the fuck out of my office, please.
Is it okay if I smoke this in the house?
Yeah, smoke whatever you want. I don't care. My God, hope this Ozempic in it. Hope this fucking does Ozempic sativa. Are you tired of your fat bitch wife sitting around the house, not sitting on the couch, not doing fucking anything? Now we're selling Ozempic sativa, GLP-1s. All I was saying was before I was rudely interrupted by my lovely lady was that the maybe I could do some sort of an iShow speed thumbnail that will hook in the viewers. I think that like I could put out I could change this stream to iSpeed show. You know? And then to have like some sort of a thumbnail that would look like something he would do. And then we'll just gobble up all the viewers. You know, that might happen. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in, chat. You know, I started doing that like a couple of weeks ago because out of like irony, I guess. I was mocking people who were more successful than me, who were referred to be anyone watching as chat collective. Yo, chat, how are you doing, chat? And now it's actually stuck in my fucking brain. So I've done that over the years with a lot of stuff. I remember saying awesome, like ironically, I was like, awesome. Oh, that's awesome. And then it just got into my vernacular. I remember sucking cock one time, like, now I can't live without it. So it's just you know, be careful. Be careful with that monkey paw. All right, this comes in from Kisawindle. Just got back from a week-long trip to Ireland. The country is pretty as fuck. I can see why you'd rather live in a real 21st century country, though. Cheers. See you in LA next month, doggy. Shout out, buddy. Yeah, there's advantages to living here, but Ireland's always great. I've never met someone who went to Ireland and didn't have the time of their life. Irish Tourist Board, hire me. I'll be your promoting. Just whatever you want to do in Ireland, you'll get there. Now you're lucky with the weather because there's like a fucking heat wave right now, so you just have like dead bodies. That's the beautiful thing about you got the Europe. Even though we're not in mainland Europe, we are in the European Union. So I don't know why we are. We're a little bit not anything. You know? I kind of had that my whole life, actually, now that I think about it. You know, we're Irish. I've never been part of any group, you know that? I've never been a part of it. And this is going to get sad now, but I've never been really... I've got a constantly isolated life, I guess, you know what I mean? So, because I grew up in Ireland, where we're European, but we're not really Europe is fucking Brussels and Spain and the Nazis. That's Europe, you know? And then we're not the British. Very similar to the British, but we're not fucking British. British Isles, maybe. In name only. But we're not European, we're Irish. It's like, you know, you're not quite part of it. Then I moved here. And I'm Irish. I'm not an American. I'm an Irish guy. I'm Irish when I moved here. But now I've developed all the fucking Americanisms. I'm addicted to Blue Chew. My accent is softened. I watch all the sports. I've got tits. I've got man tits. I go back to Ireland. I've got an American accent and I've got man tits, and they all call me a Yank. They all say, "Yeah, you're a fucking dumbass fucking Yank. You're a fucking idiot. Oh, did you throw that in the fucking... What did you throw that? Throw your hot dog in the trash, did you? I bet you... Did you fucking put your hot dog in the garage? In the garage? That's what you say. In the garage, huh? The garage. You know, it's like the kids of immigrants type of weird thing where it's like, you know, you grow up Chinese. According to everybody in America, you're Chinese. When, like, you're from Korea, you're as Chinese as fuck. And then you go back to Korea and they're like, yo, you dumb Yankee Doodle fucking idiot. Gonna eat a corn dog on the sidewalk? You fucking dope. Anyway, so I've got an internal struggle for the rest of my life about never quite fitting in with anywhere I go. Is that just me, or do I need to talk to BetterHelp? Are you suicidal? Why don't you talk to this 28-year-old who lied on his resume and now he works for BetterHelp? Do you have actual problems? Talk to this 61-year-old divorced woman who once killed her son by leaving him in a hot car in the summer. BetterHelp. BetterHelp. Do you need a confidence boost where your fucking therapist needs more help than you do? That's probably the whole way BetterHelp works. BetterHelp works is that they go, oh, you think you've got problems? We're going to introduce you to the therapist and you're going to feel a lot better about what's going on in your life. BetterHelp. $11 a year for therapy. BetterHelp. You need like fucking Robin Williams. You need Robin Williams being like, it's not your fault. Shut up. It's not your fault, Timmy. Fat guy coffin. Let me see. You Google fat guy coffin. What's going on with the chat? How's the chat? How's everybody going in the chat? Chat. Give you la. You're finally accepted at the Pride Parade. Someone said, "Where's my 1008 shirt, Collie? Do I owe you a 1008 shirt? You know what? I actually fucking found them recently. Hold on a second there. The yellow flower. Let me see. What buttons does this do? No. What's this do? No, I hate that. What's this? That's good. A Scabby-Doo, boo. Love you way do. I'm back. I didn't go far, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the 1008 shirt. Do I actually owe you one? Look at that. So this is when I was doing the podcast, obviously last year, which I keep meaning to bring back I keep meaning to bring back the podcast, but this was the logo and everything we had for the 1008. And then this was an old Irish This is an old Irish expression saying like our day will come. It's not our day will come. I can't remember the exact translation right now, but Begla Ella Agan Forak. What was that? Because you know, Chucky Your Law is the classic IRA fucking. Is that squeaking, chat? Is that chair squeaking a little bit too much? I don't know what to tell you. I can't afford a new chair. Oh my god, my life sucks. Oh, I said that last week, 2 weeks ago or something. I said I need a new chair, but I can't afford one. Everyone was like, you fucking loser. I know. I'm the one who said I have a. I'm aware. I need a non-squeaky chair. I'll never be famous. I'll never be a famous live streamer if I still have a squeaky chair. I know I can't afford one. But yeah. So what I did was with the old podcast, I had these shirts. Let's see what it says. Hold on there now, folks. What do we hey chat, I can't see the numbers, so you gotta just tell me the numbers in the chat. Are we gonna reach the dizzy highs of 74? 74 fucking people. B-E-I-D-H. Begla Ella. It means like another day to live or something. We live to fight another day, maybe. Begla Ella. Egg on Fjordak. Welcome along to the show. If you're just tuned in, I'm speaking Gaelic. Pause. I'm speaking Gaelic. Man, I went to Ireland. They speak Gaelic. I said I do not want to learn how to speak that. Whoa! I went to Ireland. Live to fight another day, essentially. Yeah. Okay. So I was right. Yeah. Bagla Egon Fjordak. Anyway, I made these, and then I was supposed to fucking every month on Patreon or something. I can't remember exactly. You can remind me. You can remind me. You can remind me how you won this or why you won this. And by the way, if you want it, I don't really get. My only problem was this is the problem. I was working with a new merch company, and it's impossible to find people that are like good at merch. It's just like next to fucking impossible. Unless you're making like 10,000 units, the low level things, it's just not really a good fucking industry. Anyway, I fucking ordered this shit, and the problem was that the logo on the left was just too far to the left. It was like practically all the way around the back. And then the sweaters that I ordered were too place is falling apart. This stream has gone to shit. The shirts are too small. The fucking, and this is the problem. It's not like you can just go, hey, send me a little sample. I wanna order fucking 50 of these t-shirts. Send me a sample so I know it's good. They go, well, you can't. You gotta buy a sample, and a sample is $100. And like, you know, so you're in this system where you go, well, I don't want to spend $100 only for you to hand me something that's fucking shit, because that would have been shit. They would have got that, and I would have said, no, that's actually shit, actually, buddy. So that's the way of them keeping themselves safe. But then again, I'm the one buying fucking bullshit. So the sweaters were too short. You put on an extra large, it's fucking. So it's wrapped around your elbows. It's like pulled up. So and I was supposed to. I gave them away for people for winning a prize. I can't remember what it was. People won a prize for something. You were able to guess the capital of Ghana or something like that. What's the capital of Ghana, chat? Sign off, chat. Anyway, there was something like that. And And then obviously this is just another project of mine. So I had this big box of shit, and then I was supposed to mail them all off to people. And then I lost the box, and then when I moved house last month, I was cleaning up this fucking. I don't know. My wife found them. My wife found them somewhere in the attic or something. So I'll send it to you, buddy. Accra, Ghana. What the hell is that? That's the capital of Ghana? There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Someone's complaining about the carpet. What's wrong with the carpet? Love you, dog, but the carpet is the same pattern as the train station here in Perth, Australia. What are you doing? Good morning. Good day. Oh, good day, mate. What are you doing? What time is it there? It's ugly but great for disgusting vomit and shit stains. I think it's a beautiful. No, it's a beautiful design. For fuck's sake, buddy. You don't know. I'll be soft on you. Cause you're from Australia. But being from Australia is like a legal disability for any other country. When someone from Australia shows up, it's literally like talking to someone with a brain injury. I've never met anyone from Australia that like knows anything other than like fucking. You want to go down to the beach and you want to fuck, and you want to. That's all you do. I don't know what it is. Is it because your ancestors are criminals? And by the way, you're not even criminals, but that's like a little bit. That's a misrepresentation of you're either an Aborigine, to which I respect. I respect the way you hunt, which is like, let's just burn the forest and we'll just scrape whatever fucking is left at the end of whatever hunting techniques you guys. I love, big fan of the Aborigines. Which is, by the way, I just want. But while we're on the topic of the Aborigines, I don't like that the slur, or at least an offensive word for an Aborigine is if you shorten the word to abo, it's considered offensive. But I think that's like a cool. I don't know that the history is, but like I don't like when words are made cooler and it turns out that the slur is like no good. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess it, in a way it's the same as like if you like black person can be shortened to like blackie. Blackie's not a good. Hey blackie, that's not a good. Why? I'm gonna find out here right now, buddy. Why is it's a highly offensive derogatory racial slur used against Indigenous Australians, short for Aborigine. Yeah, it's just like it's a nickname. It's a little. Hey Anthony. Hey Anto. Hey Tony. Don't do that. It carries a heavy legacy of discrimination. Yeah, see, it's like less to do with logic and more to do with like how they use it. I guess, you know. I guess like if someone. Like if my nickname, I'm Collie, I'm Colum, and my nickname is Collie. And if every time someone called me Collie, they smacked me on the head with a baseball bat, I guess I could start to learn that that's an offensive. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking Collie! You're not doing our comedy festival, you Collie. To refer to continents, First Peoples respectively, you should proper term Aboriginal people or Indigenous Australians. All right, crikey. Anyway, you guys are fucking retarded. That's all I can tell you. Is that for the rest? Like, I know it's fun over there. You have your shirt off, or all your animals are jumping around and shit like that. You go, fuck it. A fucking snake ate my baby, or whatever. You know. And you know, you're not allowed to drink shots or something. Like, isn't there like some illegal thing? It's like illegal to order shots at the bar or something like that. So like you're kind of fucking half retarded. You're dim-witted people, you know. You're like fucking 62 years old, fucking act like you're 15. So like no one really cares. No one really cares that you don't like my beautiful rug. So that's all I'm gonna let you know. If there was an Australian around, everyone goes, Jesus Christ, you're like cartoon characters. Says me in my fucking Little Rascals hat, in my little paperboy hat. A Scooby-Doo, boo. A Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Alright, let's look up fat guy fucking coffin. Do-do-do. I wanna fuck your mom. And then I'm gonna have to go back to work. I'm gonna fuck your mom. You know I'm really gonna fuck her good. Alright, let's see. Fat guy. There we go. Supersize my funeral. Here we go. Let's have some information here. Supersize my funeral. How is the obesity? If I'm reading this, this should be here. Here we go. This makes more sense now. If I'm fucking, no, it's not. Doodaloo doo doo. See, this angle only works if I'm fucking. But if I'm to help me out here, if I'm looking this way, and does it look like I'm looking at the? This is the way I should be. I should be looking at this. Does it look like I'm looking at the fucking? I can't figure this out. Everybody's saying hello in the chat. Sure, people need to fucking help me out with this. Am I looking at the right direction, or am I looking at the wrong direction? If I'm looking this way, but if I'm reading the thing, if I'm see, this is if I can see, I'm reading the chat over here, so it looks like I'm looking at that, but I'm actually looking at this, so it looks backwards. Oh, great. How come we didn't get the little noise on the fucking... Someone donated a super chat, and usually there's a little noise. Did you hear it? Oh, it's because I don't have the fucking... It's because I don't have the fucking shit turned on. Yeah. Me and your mom's gonna go in a car. I'm gonna pick her up on the corner. I got a rental car. Drive straight from the airport. Gonna find your mama working on the corner. I use a rental. I use a rental to fuck your mother. I fucking fucked your mother. Oh.
Fucked your mother. I fucked your mother
in a
rental car. Fucked your mother in a rental car.
I got a rental car to fuck your mother. 'Cause I didn't want to get my license on camera. I didn't want to get pulled over in my car. So I went to the airport to get a rental car.
Fuck your mother. I fucked your mother in a rental car.
Isn't it incredible what you can do with technology? Where is that noise coming? I gotta find out where the fucking... I gotta find the sheet. That was pretty good though, guys. You're welcome for that. I literally cannot find... Oh, here we go. Let me turn off this music. Okay. Pause. Alright, the music has been paused. That music has been playing on loop this whole episode. And hopefully now you couldn't hear it this whole time, which would even be more artistic if I just had a consistent like little beat, and I made this kind of seem like some sort of avant-garde spoken word type thing, you know, like a rapper who kind of just talks, you know. Everyone's Everyone's loving the tunes. Everyone's going nuts. Oh shit. Anyway, these are the buttons that come with the bit. That was a robot voice I was trying to do. Is there anything else out there? I could probably go nuts. I could. Why don't you all over my face? Hello? I was wondering for a price on how much for you to. And then we'll get the stains out whatever way we have to. Hello? Hello? What's this?
Hello. Hello.
What's this? Hey. Hey. Hey, pussy. Get the fuck down off the roof. Get your fucking ass. Hey, we're busy here, bitch. Hey, we're busy here. Hey. Are you gonna jump off the fucking roof? Jump already. We don't give a fuck. Do you know how many fucking losers killed themselves in this city? We're busy. Jump. We're not coming up there to help you. Just jump off the fucking building, you and we can be on our day. Jump in a bush. It's easier to clean up, alright? Jump the fuck off the building. What else is there? What's this?
Hello.
No.
Hello. So this is pretty awkward. I'm an alien and I was loving the trip. Why are some of you burnt? Why do you did you leave some of your humans in the fire? They're loud ones. They're pretty loud. I saw one of the burnt ones. He mugged an Asian one, the yellow one.
All right, that's whatever. All right, there's only so much riffing I can do. I'm not in the fucking groundlings. Okay, I'm not in the fucking groundlings. I never went to UCB. That's a lie. I did, but Sadafi says, "Column, when is?" And I'm sorry that you didn't get the little jingle. And you know what? I'm sorry, but guys, don't forget about the burger, Dancing Burger. A subscription gets a Dancing Burger. I wonder if I need to have that as like a little flag parked on the. I wonder if I need to have that as a little flag parked on the. Parked on the thing, you know. So I wonder how I'm gonna do this now, because I'm trying to figure out the screen. See, I'm doing everything. I'm so talented. I'm just so like, if this is the stream. Oh no, this is the right way. Oh, you're right, and you guys didn't help it. Always face right, far right. Yeah, la. You are right, actually. This is me looking at this screen, which is wrong right now. But if I look on this screen, which I cannot see, it does look like I'm looking the right way. All right, well, I figured it out. No thanks to you guys. It's like I'm doing all the fucking heavy lifting here. You really fucking can't help me in any way. And
Now I'm a small robot. Hello. Hello. I am the miniature robot. I shall be climbing inside your rectum to perform the operation.
all right. What's this one?
Hello. I'm a monster. Maybe someone should shoot up a cinema.
When's your special coming out? It's honestly, I thought it would, I a million times over, I thought my special would be. What the fuck? I'm getting like some. I got like a fucking. Great. I don't know how I just did that, but on a live stream too. I somehow splashed myself with water. How is that even possible? I don't think I've ever done that in my entire life. And then as soon as I've got 5,500 people watching me live, I somehow splashed water in my, like, how I couldn't even do that if I tried. Like, what the fuck was that? I'm kidding, guys. I didn't actually splash any water in my face at all there. That was acting. Welcome to another Acting 101 with Colm Tyrrell. This glass is empty. Actually, you'll see there's no water in there at all. So that was like a joke that I do. That was a whole thing. I'm not even on a chair right now. There is something stuck in my fucking chest. A bird comes up. I got ta-da. Maybe that's what we'll do in a future episode. I'll organize a series of pranks where I constantly there's something in my chest. It's still goddamn Canada Dry. I've had 14 cans of Canada Dry today. Yeah, the special's coming out anyway. It's taken me so fucking long, and not in my defense, but I guess what I just made a lot of mistakes with the special, and without going into too much details that I'm boring. Someone said if you throw up right now, it'd be so funny if I just Canada Dry. It's because I'm probably not supposed to have that much carbonated water. This is literally I'd say I could potentially have had 4 of these today. I've definitely had 3. This is my 3rd ginger ale. All the chicken that I barbecued earlier, undercooked as fuck. The special has been very long and slow, and there's a couple of fucking reasons. The first delay, and I don't know if this is boring or whatever, but I'll talk about it. The first delay was, and then first, by the way, I also wanted to just get it out. This was my whole plan with the special, was just get it out. Just as soon as this come out, have it out by 7 days from now. And it hasn't been that at all. At first, it took forever to get the files. Then we were waiting on more files. Because, we recorded some, the club recorded some. It took us a while to get ours in order. It takes a little while. Then we had to wait for the club. We finally got theirs. The clubs were all in a bad coloring. The lighting wasn't right. The whatever way they did it with the fucking settings of the white balance or some shit. Completely washed. And then I sent them to multiple people to see if they can fix the files. They couldn't fix the files. Anyway. So instead of having a 6-camera shot for the special, we ended up having to have a 4-camera shot, essentially. Something like that, And not the end of the world, just a couple of angles that we couldn't use. Then I had to meet up with the editor to fucking go over it together. And I've never done that with anyone before. When I did the Gas Digital half hour, essentially we just sent them the shit and they sent it back to us. And then I kept complaining until they changed it as much as possible. But that wasn't that special wasn't, and the Gas Digital special, I just don't think I realized how much work went into it. And they took it off me. But my fingerprints weren't on that special. That special had really very little to do with me. Some of the jokes were great. I still think a lot of that material on that special, I just wasn't doing it long enough. And I tried to do my favorite jokes and the jokes that I thought were the most unique and would help me stand out in my career at the time. And I really should have just done the jokes that I'd been doing the longest and killed the hardest. And I should have just done that. And then also on that special, which I'll never forget, unfortunately, we did 2 shows for the first Gas Digital special half hour. This was just 2 years ago. Go check it out, because I've been editing up all those clips. I've been chopping up all those clips, and a lot of those jokes, even though I didn't like that special for the longest time, I like a lot of those jokes now. 2 years later, when the kind of whatever the post shame of it all wears off, I go, actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was. But we did 2 shows. The first show, the crowd was hot as shit, and I did really well. I got a good reaction. Second show, but here's the problem. I didn't do well. I got a great reaction because the crowd was hot as shit, but I didn't like deliver my lines well because I got this advice before I went in. Someone goes, "Hey man, here's just a little bit of advice. Here's a little bit of advice for you if you're doing your special." He goes, "Just take your time, talk a little bit slower so that the camera gets the joke, and afterwards you can just edit it so that it's like the usual rhythm." And I was like, "Okay, that's a great advice." Worst advice I've ever gotten in my life. Never. It's like you can't edit out if you're just talking slow. You can't edit that. You got to just do it the way you're supposed to do it. So then the Late Show, I delivered my jokes much better, but the audience wasn't feeling it. So that's why with that special, it was kind of hard to like get me either getting laughs and doing well, but the way I delivered the jokes was shitty, or getting me deliver the jokes well and then the audience not reacting well. So it was one of those situations, boy. So that's like, if you're ever doing anything, by the way, just do it the way you always do it. That's all you got to do. I'll never forget that for the advice. To walk into doing a recording for the first time and someone goes, "Hey, you know what you should do for the recording? Change everything you've ever done." And I was like, "Okay, yeah," because I'm obviously my first time. I'm nervous, blah, blah, blah. I was talking to Tim Butterly recently, and he was doing his special. The only advice I said, man, is like, dude, you got to just treat it like every other fucking show you've ever done, because you've got your rhythms. You know how to handle it. That's the real truth. Don't make this a special. Just go out there and do it like you have always done it, and you'll fly. So, anyway, that's what I did with this special. And I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to make sure the angles were my angles, the cutting was my cutting, blah, blah, blah. I went to work with an editor. I had to sit there all day with him. Then he kind of worked on some stuff. That took a few weeks. Then he sent me his version. I didn't like his version. Then I had to record my own. Then I had to edit my own stuff. It's sort of just one of these things where it's like, it's not like something you can kind of just... You kind of got to clear your schedule. To edit a special, you really got to clear your schedule for like 7 days, in my opinion. The first 3 days is just you finding the exact beats and cuts and everything that you like. Then, that's where I am now. I've got the special exactly how it will probably sound like on an album. And you know, I picked like this particular story. I told it very well in the second show, so I'll pick that one. This particular story, you know, I didn't do very well on that show, so I'll choose the first show. It's, you know, whatever boring shit, you know. The problem is with me, too, is like I don't repeat shit, because I can't learn anything. I don't repeat shit, so... when it comes to editing, it's particularly hard, because I'll tell stories backwards, or I'll use different words or different examples, or like... One show, like a routine, might be 3 minutes, and the Late Show it's only a minute, and vice versa and stuff like that. So when it comes to like editing, some comics are just like, no matter when you see them, it's like, this is my story, these are the poems. They're just reciting poetry to you, which I don't like. Okay? I ain't no liking poetry and get that poetry out of my face, motherfucker. It. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like stand up like that. I go watch stand up, and you know, this is the joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good night. Every night, it's the same show. Every show, whether there's 2 people in the crowd or you're fucking Madison Square Garden, it's the same joke. It's the same rhythm. To the point where you go, why are you here? Is there anything? The only time these people go off script is like if someone heckles them, or if they're fishing for a crowd work clip. They're like, oh, I'm trying to be real present. So what I do is, in between reciting my fucking poems word for word the same every night, I'll do a little crowd work segment, and then I'll go back into the poetry section. Don't get it, it can be funny, but it's not right. Like, it's not right. You watch the best comics of all time, Burr, Patrice, Louis. There's a fucking... There's a Chappelle. They're active in the room, and which I try to do because I'm one of the best. There's obviously the Mount Rushmore of comedy. It's Patrice, Louis, Chappelle, Bill Burr, and me. They've added a fifth guy. They're adding a fifth statue, and it's me with my little hat at the end. Anyway, I did that. So recently I know I get bugged. I'll just, unfortunately for the people in the chat, someone asked me about stand-up comedy, and once I get going on that, there's no there's no getting me off it. Like, I'm just like autistically detailed with it. If I shot myself, and oh wait, that'll probably get can I get the stream taken down? If I was to somehow die during, let's say I was just like talking to you and I coughed and then like if I died on stream, how long before like the stream cuts out or someone comes in? Like, what do you reckon? Because I don't think my wife's not coming down looking for me. She might be down here like 3 hours, 4 hours. She might not come down for a while. She would text me about 28 times before she comes back down here. Anyway, long story short, with the special, I was able to clear my schedule. Not that like I have a massive busy schedule, but like in order to get the stuff, and I've clipped it all. I got rid of the timing of it all. It looks good enough. I'm happy enough with it. Now I just got to figure out all the multiple angles, which is like another thing. But, you know, I could send that to a guy and go, hey, send me back your thing. But it's like, no matter who I send it to in my price range, it's not going to be like my shit. So all I got to do, and the plan is tomorrow, is to sit down and figure it. I also tried to edit it already with the multiple angles, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. You know, there's a way so that all 4 angles show up and you can just jump around from each camera to camera. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. The special will be out soon enough whenever I can. Whenever I can. You know, I just never liked fucking stand-up comedians that fucking repeat the shit all the time. You know, I mean, obviously you're supposed to, but like, there's no, is there anything like where you're doing it and when you're doing it? It matters. Whether you're at some little shitty bar in the East Village, or it's sold out fucking Comedy Cellar, or you know, or you're fucking in a theater, that all matters. And comedians come out and go, I'm on all the apps. I'm on Grubhub, Uber, someone said if you did at least those walls would finally. Are you implying that my walls need a little bit of color? Like, come on. There's been wars started over less that my walls need color. So it's all a little kind of fruity to be criticizing. That's the beautiful thing about the internet, is that like it doesn't really matter. It's like people are kind of just roaming around from fucking stream to stream to content, just walking in going, what is that? Is that a fucking trash can? Is that a fucking trash can without a lid? Fuck you, bitch. That's like the whole thing about the internet, is you just want to see someone and go, what are you wearing a hat, you fucking dope? You take the hat off and they go, you bald cunt. Put a hat on, you bald cunt. Not that hat. That hat sucks. If I was dead, I wouldn't let them bury me in that hat. That hat looks like you ripped off someone's shirt and stuck it to your head. Keep you humble. Keep you fucking humble with my fucking plain walls. I start spiraling. Guys, I'll be back in a minute. I come back in 2 minutes with a green screen. How about that now? Now I'm on vacation. Now I'm on the beach. You think my walls are plain? I know Louis C.K. has a new special out. I'm looking forward to watching that. You know, I would love if he retired in a way. I'd love to see someone like I'd love to see an artist just fucking up into the rafters. And Louis has a new special out, and like when I saw him do the jokes that I saw him do live were incredible. And then like all I know is about his tour. And I think this is fair to say, like, it's Louis, fuck him, you know what I mean? But I did hear it was a polarizing tour in terms of the feedback was always like he's the best or he's absolutely dog shit. Like I don't think I should have ever heard, other than when he went through the troubles, as we say. Other than when he went through the troubles, the mishaps, the miscommunication era, the Louis C.K. He did a lot of talking, not a lot of listening times. When everyone said he was never funny and blah blah blah, but this was a special that, you know, there was a lot of people saying, Jesus, whew, P.U. But it's also like you kind of, I've seen him eat shit all the time. That's like the best thing about Louis is that you go down the cellar and you'll see him out there reading off a piece of paper, just eating dog shit, and he doesn't care. And then he just walks away like, la la la, it's all part of the process. And I go, can I do that? And the club goes, no, you're not allowed. You don't have a process. Your process is go up there and do well. You're an immigrant with a dumb hat. And we book you once a month. So go up there and do your best shit. Do your little hee hee hee, ha 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 ha, tiddly widdly Irish bullshit. Do well and fuck off for 2 months. It's like, but my process might be like trying out new things on stage and getting better. Well, you're not allowed to do that here. Louis is allowed to do that here. And I love watching it. And Louis' new special, but it looks like from all the clips, it looks incredible. I don't know if anyone... Hey, chat, sound off. Have you seen Louis C.K.'s new special? Sound off. But he also talks about it. You know, he always says, you shouldn't be thinking about like your fucking dinner. If you have a joke about dog, you should be thinking about your fucking... the dog. And like, and you know what's another thing? And this is how I'd also describe it. It's kind of like surfing, right? This is the way I think of it, because stand-up is is that gay? Is that a little gay? Chat, hey chat, let me know if I'm being a little fucking gay. I do think. Oh shit! The World Cup is on. The World Cup is on, and I'm missing it because I'm talking to you guys about Louis C.K.'s stand-up special. It's like, sounds like a kind of a shit game. All I know is neither of these players are going to win. But yeah, watch now. Algeria goes on to fucking win the World Cup. Switzerland already scored. Embolo. That sounds like something you could catch, isn't it? Embolo, watch out. Switzerland, Embolo. That's not a Swiss name. That's an African name. Let me see. I don't even know who this player is. What am I doing? Let me see. Lineups. Oh yeah, Zidane. Zinedine Zidane, one of the best football players of all time. His family's from Algeria, right? Am I crazy about that? Embolo, look at him, black as the night. Let me see more about Embolo, soccer player, Cameroonian-born footballer. There you go, called it. No flies on me, brody. You want to play a game of is he African or is he Swiss? I'll win that game 7 times out of 10. Embolo, I heard Embolo. And I heard ratings through the roof. I heard Embolo and I said to myself, that was my first clue. Is Embolo a Swiss man or not? And I heard Embolo. And a lot of you guys were just like, you wouldn't have noticed this detail, but his name sounds African as shit to me. It sounds like the most African shit you've ever heard. Like, it sounds like actually it's not his name, but the person who registered his name wrote down the noises he was making when they arrested him in Spain after he came across on a speedboat. He was caught on the beaches of Mallorca in the south of Spain. And they were writing up a ticket and they said, what is your name? And he said, Obolo. And they go, all right, I guess I'll write this down. But you guys wouldn't have noticed that. You would have gone, give me some clues. And I was like, no. African man. I'm like fucking Sherlock Holmes of finding Africans playing for European countries. That's one of my skills. Anyway, I think this is my gay ass analogy for stand-up comedy. I believe it's very similar to something like surfing. Now, I've never surfed in my life. I've never watched any professional surfing in my life. I don't understand the rules of surfing. So I don't know if this analogy is right, but in surfing, there must be like moves, correct? Like in skating, there's like when you're skateboarding, there's like an alley-oop or whatever the fucking, an ollie, you know? You do some sort of a flicky flip thing. Right? And so there must be some flicky flip thing in surfing of like whatever you do a particular thing in a particular thing in a wave. Now, you've done it 1,000 times, but it's dependent on the wave. And that's what I think about stand-up, and the audience is the wave. Are you following this? Do you get this? A wave is like in the ocean. The wind or something causes the water to be fucking high at times. Okay. My point being is the audience. That's you. You're the fucking waves. The audience is the waves. And you know, every now and again you'll get heckled, and that's a fucking dolphin. Fucking knocks you off your board, right? Some dumb drunk bitch dolphin. I don't think that's funny. That's exactly what that is. Dumb fucking bitch hecklers are dolphins, and they're fucking your shit up. So you're the wave. Now, if you're following this, if you're all just joining in right now, This is my analogy for stand-up comedy. The audience is the wave. Now, I'm the surfer. The board is... I don't know what the board is. The board is part of me. The board is the microphone, maybe, or something. But when I'm surfing, I'm doing the same shit I've done 1,000,000 times, but it is dependent on the waves. It's dependent on the ocean, the water. You know, if it's a huge waves, little waves, fast waves, some bullshit like that. That's all depends on the audience. Is there a few people? Is there a lot of people? Are they old? Do they want to see me? Do they hate me? Blah, blah, blah. And I also feel this. And this goes out to all the clean shit comics out there who think they're all so good because they never get booed off stage and they never have someone DM their employers because of what they've said on a podcast. You fucking chicken shit bitches is this. They are surfers whose sole goal is to just stay on the board the whole time. That's all they've ever wanted to do. They'll go, if you fall off, you're fucked. If you fall off, you're fucked. So they don't attempt any good tricks. If they do tricks in surfing, I don't know. It's, you know, for this particular scenario, we'll talk about skateboarding. The harder the trick you do, the more likely you're gonna fall. Correct? It's like winning a tournament for a long jump. The higher you try to jump, the more likely you're going to knock over the pole. But it's impressive. It's not impressive if you jump over a fucking 2-foot pole. But all these clean, boring, gay comics always go, well, I didn't knock over the pole. Yeah, because it was a 4-foot fucking jump. You have a joke about how fucking there's too many names for little oranges. There's mandarins, just tangerines. There's cutie. Like, shut the fuck up. Your jokes suck. Just because, and that's the surfer who just rides the whole way and goes, well, I didn't fall off. Of course you didn't fall off. You didn't do anything interesting. You want to be interesting, you better fucking try do a quadruple twizzy flip, and then you hit your head off some fucking coral, and your wife never sees you again. You're 21-year-old beat totally dude. Tubular way to go. That's my analogy. If that's not correct, I don't know what is. Someone says stand-up comedy is lame. Fuck you, bro. how is it lame after I just did my cool surfing analogy? Oh my god, the chat's going crazy, guys. Everyone in the chat is going crazy. Scooby Doo boo, Scooby Doo doo. Anyone here watching Love Island? I gotta tell you, and I hate it. I do hate it about myself, but I really watched that show. There's something about. I don't like reality TV. I like reality TV when it becomes almost like a social experiment or something like that. Anyway, it's brain rot bullshit, but it's so much fun to like get involved in, because there's a bunch of fucking chicks on the show and they're like the most head wrecking, annoying. I'd probably say all of them. I can't really think of. No, there's like a couple of the main girls, and then you've got the side characters. That's the way these shows happen. It was like you end up just getting like these 4 main characters, and then even though it's a game show essentially, and everyone else is on it, like they stop watching all the other guys. But there's like 3 main bitches on the show who just have like dictated the whole show. And they suck each other. They suck off all the men. Anytime a guy is there, they're like, "He's so hot, and I wanna get my fucking cunt ripped open by that guy." And then the guy she's dating is like, there's like a girl in there, and he's like, "I might talk to her maybe." And she goes, "You're a prick." I don't care if I'm exploring his nuts. I'm exploring Donald's balls all over my chin. But if you make tea for this girl, you're fucked. But there is this one guy on the show who might go down in history as one of the best guys on the show. And like, you know, if you're not watching, it doesn't really matter. But it's way too many hours to commit to as a grown person. But I don't have any kids. I don't have a real job, so I have a lot of time to watch it. But there's a guy on the show this year on Love Island, and his name is Sincere. I should follow him on Instagram, see if any mutuals there. Yo, Sincere, come on the pod, buddy. Logging into Instagram. Oh my god. Quite the commotion upstairs. Let me see. Sincere. Which is a great name, by the way. Call your boy Sincere. It's such a great name. Because, like, women are just so dumb. They're like, he must have earned that. Anyway, so this fella Sincere, I don't know, he's not my cup of tea. Light-skinned guy, big afro head on him type of thing, you know? One of those, like, guys with the weird, like, he has bangs, doesn't have a bangs, whatever. I can't find him. Sincere. Let me just fucking Google it. Sincere Love Island. But this fucking dude, bro, is like the funniest. Here he is, Sincere Ria. Let me see him. No mutual follows. Was he an athlete or something? Oh, he was like there's no way. Was this fucker? There we go. Let me see. Let me show you guys what I'm watching here. This kid right here. I don't know how to zoom in. If someone knows how to use a keyboard to zoom in, you let me know. I guess he was like he must have been look at this dude. The women like that? Is that Tennessee? Who's he playing for? Forever grateful because I know where I come from. That's the time. I need to start posting that. Next time there's like me on stage. Fucking covered in a margarita thrown on me by some bitch in the front row. I'm gonna go, yeah. We only looking forward. I stand in front of a clock because I'm ahead of the time. Striking the days, blessed and grateful. This fucking guy is so funny. Oh, look, there he is hanging out with fucking Coke Paul. Only up to you. Miami Hurricanes. What are they? I guess this is like anyone who plays for Miami, MIU. Is that like Gators? Is that the Gators? Or is that a different... Anyway, but this fucking guy, this YN, This young YN. What's with all these young YNs hanging around? I don't know. He's fucking insane, or he's just a genius, and I don't know. I think he just goes into this game. I truly believe this. So this is the most evil man who's ever been on the show. And I've only ever watched 2 seasons, so I don't know. But usually there's like some level of honesty and some level of decency with these guys on the show. But this dude has dated essentially 3 different girls. One of them he's like dated the whole time. Her name is Melanie. Another one, she was in the house for a little bit and left. And then another one was in the house and left. And so we obviously see all their conversations. But so he's been dating this Melanie girl the whole time. And every time a new girl comes in and he gets her, he pulls her to the side and he starts having their little dates, you know, which he's allowed to do. And he's just like, yo, you're the one for me, girl. You know, the way I feel, I feel like I don't believe in love at first sight, but you know, like he said that to one of the girls. He goes, I don't believe in love at first sight, but you know, like, and then he would go back to the girl Melanie, and she was like, how was your conversation with the new girl? And he was like, nah, you know, I'm not really. You know, we kissed a little, but I'm not really. Meanwhile, he's like sucking on her toes. He's sticking a finger up her ass and everything. And every single time. So he had this one girl came in and he was like, yo, you're the one for me. And then she's like, are you going to go back to Mel? And he's like, I'm never going back to Mel. You're the one, baby. And then it came to like this voting off scenario. And he just voted off the new girl and goes, nah, I'm sticking with Mel. Mel's my girl. And I was like, great. And then a new girl comes in and he's like, yo, you're like the best girl I've ever met, man. This is it. You're so hot. I love you. And then he kicked her out too. As soon as he got a chance, he kicked her out too. But I don't know what happened since. But if you're watching Love Island, you got to check out this guy. This guy's going to go down in something. I don't know. I can see it now. I can see it. He's a dickhead, this fella. And you know what the best thing about him is? He's not like a dickhead he's a dickhead in the worst way. He's not like talking to these girls and being like, yo, I'm a player, that's what I do, you know? He's turning around to these girls going, you're the only one I've got eyes for. She's nothing, baby. She meant nothing to me. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna tell her right now that you're the love of my life. And then he goes upstairs with her and fucking fingers her for an hour. And then he comes back and goes, nah, I barely know her. We didn't have any conversation. But you're going to see this fucker now. A New York Fashion Week next year. He's going to be fucking on a date with like fucking Pete Davidson's baby mama or something. This guy's going down. And you know what? It's a fucking game. And you know what? Usually I'm not too like... Usually I'm kind of like, you know, carry yourself with some sort of honesty and decency and this, that, and the other. But you're on a show called Love Island and you're surrounded by fucking sluts and retards. Go in there and just lie through your teeth. Tell a girl you love her. There was a girl with no leg. And everyone pretended like she had legs. Do it. Just go in there and go, bitch, I have a thing for women with no limbs. My whole life been dying. Jess?
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Nothing. Rachel got here.
Oh.
Okay. Bye. But maybe you're done.
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
Please, whatever. I can't have 2 hours for me and the boys? What is with these chicks? Did she text me saying, hey? Look, no text. That's all I need. Hey, I want to talk to you. Anyway, go check out fucking Love Island if you've got the opportunity. The only problem with these shows is that they don't, you know, I love the social aspect of it because, the fucking, like, social experiment of throwing these fuckers on camera and watching how they move. You know? And they all have these certain conversations like, you know, I don't want you to feel a certain way, They have great ways to conversate. It's like, if I explore my connection with this new whore, I don't want you feeling a certain way. Which is like, just like, yo, I'm gonna go over to this bitch and you better not be on my dick about it. I don't want you feeling a certain way. It's like, well, I don't like the way you're moving. Which means I don't like what you just did. I don't like what you've done. I don't like the way you're moving. You know, and I'm open. I'm open to get my balls licked. That's what I would say. I'd love to do. They should do that same show. They should do Love Island, but like just throw a bunch of comedians on there. Yeah, I'm open to get my nuts sniffed. Dude, they should do a 36-year-old comedians and up who are married. Put me on the show. But sincere, I like this guy. What's his name? NCAA All-American, Big Ten 60 MH champ, whatever that means. Indoor, outdoor champ, blah, 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 blah. I guess he's some sort of a fucking light-skinned athlete. Are you kidding me? Alright, what do we got for the World Cup? I guess I could fucking do a little live streaming of the World Cup. We could put that on if you really want. What he's thinking so far, it does look like it's like going to be pretty hard to beat France. It just doesn't look like anyone else is going to win. Croatia. I can't even do an impression of Croatian. Like, what do Croatians? Hello, I'm from Croatia. I'm from Croatia, and people know about my country, but no, people don't really know much about my country. We have a Mediterranean diet, I assume, and a lot of buildings that look like white clay to reflect the sun, and our churches are made with red tile. We're cardinal. Hello, I'm from Croatia. What is that? Let me see Croatia. No one knows anything about Croatia. Croatia, yeah. Spelled it right though. Bang. Let me see. Croatia as a people. Yeah. 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 This kind of looks about right. Yeah. Mediterranean. Look, it's near Italy. It's close to Italy. That's all I kind of know. On the other side of it. Doesn't have the same, kind of a little Slovak though, isn't it? It doesn't have the same, like, it's not like European Mediterranean, Spain, Italy, certain parts of France. This is like, once you get over that way, and then even Greece is like Mediterranean. All these, like, can you even see these? All these fucking countries in here. And to the right of Italy here, Austria, I'll give Austria European. Slovenia, why am I saying that wrong? Slovenia. Romania can fuck off. Serbia, all these kind of Serbian-ish areas, Albania, they're not really, I don't know what they are, but they're like kind of not European, you know. Greece is Europe. Greece, and all these kind of spots are kind of fake, if you ask me. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Montenegro. I never learned the Herzegovina or whatever, the Macedonia. I never bothered to learn it. You know, if you give me a double barrel, Bosnia and something else, yeah, it's Bosnia. Sorry, buddy. Let me see. They are Slavs. That's why they're not European. Oh, yeah, whatever. They're Slavs then. The Slavs, but the Greeks, Greeks are European as fuck. They're not Slavs. Someone thinks Canada's gonna win the World Cup. Absolutely not. Are you fucking stupid? You'd be lucky if they even fucking. Who are they playing next? Fucking. They're about to get wiped out by fucking. I can't even think who they're playing. Switzerland 1-0, still up, thanks to Mbolo. I don't even know. Canada playing Morocco. Nah, they might beat Morocco. Morocco aren't the same as they were. Maybe Morocco will have another glorious run like they did a few years ago, but I doubt it. Very unlikely. Paraguay get wiped by France. Brazil, Norway could probably go either way. Honestly, you'd probably think Brazil have more strength in the squad, but like they haven't been fucking. They're not amazing. Mexico, England could easily go either way. That's the game. That's the fucking game. What day is it? Is it the 4th of July? It's the 2nd of July. I almost felt like maybe I should get fucking shit-faced drunk. I didn't drink for 6 months, and then I went on a little vacation with my lovely wife last week. And, you know, a few days in, I started smoking some weed. You know, first day, whatever, hanging out. Then I said I smoked some weed. Hadn't smoked weed in like fucking 4 months, something like that. You know, smoke weed for a couple of days, and then you're like, you know what? I'll fucking have it. I'll have a cocktail. Fuck it. It's been 6 months. I'll have a cocktail. You know, then I just drank nonstop for like a week, pretty much. Never really got too hammered. One night got drunk as shit, whatever. But I couldn't enjoy it. I just felt guilty. I just felt like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It didn't feel good. That's one thing I'll tell you. If you're not drinking, if you're gonna break it. And I'm not sober for like any sort of real alcoholic fucking thing. I'm just like I just feel better when I don't. But if you're gonna break it, enjoy it. Go nuts. Go crazy. That's the difference. I should have went into that vacation going, in 2 weeks I'm getting drunk. In fucking 1 week I'm getting drunk. In 12 hours I'm getting fucking drunk. And then I should have just let rip and enjoyed the whole time. And then came back, reset. Back to the drawing board. But I didn't. I just sat there the whole time kind of just feeling guilty about fucking growing tits. Brazil, Norway, who knows where that could go. Mexico, England, you gotta watch that anyway. Watch that. That would be glorious to see Mexico. I'd love to go down there for that. I want to go, but I'm going to I'm going to Taylor and Trav's wedding tomorrow, so it's gonna be hard for me to get down to Mexico to do it. But whatever. Portugal playing Spain. You'd imagine Spain win that probably quite easily, but you never really know. USA, Belgium, probably USA again, quite easily. But again, you don't really know. That's the beauty of the World Cup. Then we got who do we got right now? Swiss and we got Switzerland, Algeria, whatever. Australia, Egypt. Australia didn't look good in their games. Australia lost to America. Australia haven't looked good, but I don't think Egypt have looked good either. That's like another battle of the shites. Argentina, Cabo Verde. If fucking Cabo Verde can knock out the fucking Nazis, I will lose my shit. That's tomorrow. That's not the 4th of July either. But if Argentina if Argentina get knocked out by Cabo Verde, that will be like the greatest upset of any tournament, I think. There can't be a bigger upset in for any World Cup game of all time. And then you got Colombia and Ghana. I don't know. Ghana did okay against England, didn't they? So I don't know. I think Colombia should smoke them, but again, you don't really know. Let me see. Who did Colombia play last time? Who did Colombia play? Now I'm telling you all this because you guys are American, assuming by the time. And the one Australian fella. Colombia drew with Portugal 0-0. They beat DR Congo by 1 goal. Uzbekistan 3-1. Yeah, whatever. Kind of mid results. It's hard to tell, you know. Uzbekistan were kind of fucking shite, you know what I mean? Ronaldo scored a brace. All I know is that game today should have went to overtime. That was kind of crazy. I do like VR. Like I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to like a bit of a nerd and a stickler when it comes to the rules with football, making sure that all the decisions are correct, because like it's the game, right? But the argument is it slows down the game. But I don't know what you're supposed to do. Just allow the referees to make bad decisions so that the games keep flowing. Like the flowing of the game is only beneficial if the results are correct. Like, you know, you could win, but if you don't win correctly, it's fucked up. Anyway, according to the decisions today, Croatia scored a last-second equalizer deep into stoppage time. The game was supposed to be 90 minutes long, and they added on 10 minutes, and then at like the 94th minute, Portugal went 2-1 up, and then at like 5 minutes later, Croatia got a fucking goal. And it should have went to overtime. Should have went to extra time. But the replay said that this guy, he jumped up, and I don't know if he hit somewhere, because they have computer chips inside the fucking footballs now. So it was able to indicate that it touched his hair. Because it brushed off his hair, and then it hits the next defender, but because the defender didn't mean to let it hit him, it's an offside goal or some shit like that. So I don't know. It seems like the fucking... Then Ronaldo gave man of the match, which you might be able to say he's probably the oldest scorer or something like that. Like, is he right now? He's like the oldest... He's the oldest scorer. Is he the oldest person to ever score the World Cup right now? What's this? I don't know if that's... No, Roger Miller, 42, 39 days old. He did the little dance. That was like fucking 94, right? USA 1994. And he went to the... That was Cameroon. That's where Ebola's from. Roger Miller. Sometimes it's funny, you know, like, you come to America and this just isn't a part of your culture, but, like, to not know that Roger Miller was this old-ass Cameroonian player who did a little dance at the fucking corner flag, like, you know, it's like, it's, I feel sorry for you to not have that. You know, you don't have any fucking, like, I never heard of Joe Montana doing a little fucking dance in 1994. You don't have any little dances. You're a very little danceless. You're a danceless people, the Americans. You're very fucking danceless. The second oldest scorer in the World Cup is Ronaldo, who scored in the knockout stages, 41 years and 147 days old. So that's why they gave him man of the match, I think. Some sort of like complimentary. You set the oldest fucking record, but they took him off and then they fucking won. So I'm sure he wasn't too happy about that. They said, "Hey, listen, it's 1-1 and we need a goal. So Ronaldo, warm up. You're coming off." You know, I love Ronaldo, but I'm not like whatever. The guy's good, you know. This is what I actually don't like. There's too many fucking grifters in America right now. You know, and they work for whatever, shitstool sports and all these type of places. And they're making this big fucking like Messi Ronaldo debate, like their personality, when they literally know nothing about the fucking sport. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Get your views. Watch the game. Be a fun spectator. You know, teach the audience the rules while you're learning them too. But don't fucking come to me with like fucking graphs on Twitter and fucking votes and shit on your stupid podcasts about, is Messi better than Ronaldo? How could anyone think that Ronaldo's better than Messi? It's like, because you weren't there. You fucking blow-in dickhead bitch. You weren't there. Go back to the Real Madrid days. Watch it. Watch the magic. Whatever you want about the Ronaldo, he has his ears pierced. He kind of raped a girl in Vegas. Whatever. Right? There's a lot of shit to hate Ronaldo. He's got a rockin' bod. But don't just get going. Imagine if I started fucking just trying to monetize me having a Michael Jordan and LeBron James debate. Like how fucking crazy would that look if I just fucking joined? If I just showed up and started like debating cricket, whether fucking shitskin won. Goofy fuckhead 1 versus fuckhead 2. Who's better? Who's better? Freddie Flintoff. I knew him. Freddie Flintoff is a fucking. If I start arguing, Freddie Flintoff's the best of all time. Like, you know, you'd all go, shut the fuck up. You don't watch it. And it's all these Americans chiming in now. Is Messi the best? Is Ronaldo the best? Shut up. You don't care. You don't know. You're not allowed to vote. You're not allowed to vote. There's a fucking depth to this shit. Join in. I watch it. I'll watch sports. I'm not even a fucking diehard football fan. I don't have the time. I'm not in like that. But I'll watch all these games and I'll tell you who I think's gonna win. Those Messi versus Ronaldo people don't know shit. They really don't. And then, if you're just going by stats, you'd probably have to just obviously have one or two of them. I personally, I think, personally, my argument would be this. If you gave every sports team, every professional, high-end football sports team, anyone in the top 5 European leagues, if you gave any of those teams, if you gave every single one of those teams an option to have prime Messi or prime Ronaldo in your team, I would imagine that more people are going to ask for prime Ronaldo in their team than prime Messi. Because Ronaldo will probably improve lesser teams more than Messi has the ability to improve them. That's personally, I don't think Messi could really do what he's done over the years without an incredible team around him. Alonso, Xavi. Even when he was at fucking PSG, he had fucking players linking him up. Back in the olden days, Ronaldinho, all these players that helped him out. I truly believe that Ronaldo at his peak, whenever that was, in his early 30s probably, 2000 and... When did he score all those goals? 50-something goals, 2015, 2014 or something. I think he just beats... I just think most managers, most people that are constructing a team would take him. And I think that's got to be said for something. I think that's got to be said for something. Now, I do think also he fucking reinvented an entire kind of... almost like a genre, like a style of fucking... He used to dribble past players... insane, and then one day he just got so fast and athletic that he was I'll just hit it past you and I'll run by you. You can be 10 feet ahead of me, I'm gonna hit it 15 feet past us and I'll still beat us to the ball. And then he'll smash the ball from fucking the halfway line into the top corner. He just scored so many fucking goals all the time. But Messi's probably one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. When Messi gets the ball at his feet, what he can do is almost magic. But I also don't think that... I think Messi's a better football player. Ronaldo's probably a better overall athlete, better for your team. And I also believe that Maradona was still Maradona's still better than Messi, in my opinion. If you look at what he did with the ball at his feet, I would still argue that Maradona... I think Maradona is probably fucking better than all these other guys. Go watch the documentary on Maradona, and what he could do is not even human. The way he could touch a ball and but I guess Messi's like that too. But I think if Maradona was in today's world, we'd have another guy in the debate. I know nothing about the sport. The Ronaldo Messi shit actually makes it hard to learn stuff because most of it always ends up about Ronaldo Messi. Yeah, it's not even it's really not an important debate. You know what? It's very easy to love Messi. You'd be fucking crazy not to like Messi. I don't think it's possible. It would be insane for anyone alive to say, I don't like Messi, I don't like how he plays, I don't like who he is. He's like a tiny little autistic magician. He goes to Publix on his own. He lives in Miami and he just goes to Publix with his family. He gets himself a fucking pub sub and goes down to the beach and watches the sunset. And his ability to play is phenomenal. But, there's a lot of people who don't like Ronaldo. And it's, I get it. He's a sulky bitch. They're all kind of sulky bitches. He's he's like the good-looking Homelander, the diamond earrings, that type of bullshit. But, as much as I also hate that style, that part of him, you know, it's undeniable what he could do. Now he's washed now. Like the facts are, he's obviously still got some skills. All these players will still have skills, but the way he plays, you could probably fucking put Thierry Henry out there and he'd have just as good of a game. Ronaldo's only knockout round goal of his career. Yeah, in the World Cup, not in the Euros. Also, who really gives a fuck, you know? That's because like, Portugal have never played in many. How many has he ever played? He scored a penalty when it was a penalty shootout. He scored the penalties against fucking England, didn't he? And knocked them out in 2006. Right? Does that not count? Did you pull that up? Do you remember that? Who played in that game? Do you remember that? You hit me with these stats. He's never scored in... Like, who gives a fuck about these fucking bitch stats? Either as Erling Haaland has never scored in a knockout tournament. Does that make him bad, or is he still one of the best players of all fucking time? Americans just started watching hockey and it's the same annoying shit. That can't be right. That can't be right. I don't know what that means. There's no way. Surely, it's like one of the things. I love hockey, by the way. I wish I could afford tickets, but or at least when I live in New Jersey now, so it's like not hard for me to get in there. But that was always one of my biggest upsets, is that the tickets for the Rangers were just so fucking expensive. And that's the way sports is. You want to see the best, you gotta fucking pay top dollar. I'd love to support lower level leagues. You know, at least in England, they've got, like, with the way the Premiership works, you can support someone like Wrexham. Go Wrexham! Till the day I die. This was his 9th knockout round World Cup game. Whatever. Enough of your stats. Stop correcting me with your facts. I still don't think that, like, really... I just don't think international... George Best from never played in the World Cup. Do you ever even hear of him? Like, does that make him not good? I just don't think World Cup is, like, the be-all and end-all. It is a nice... It's like a bow in your career. You know, you can't deny that. But I don't truly believe it. You know. Zinedine Zidane. He got sent off in the World Cup final. Did he not win the tournament? This was a night. Someone says, I think Ari Matty peaked over you. What does that even mean, buddy? Like, what is the implication? What is peaked over you? Let me call him. Hey, yeah. What is it? Call him. What does he go? Fuck you. I said fuck you. I can't do Ari. Whatever. Where's he from? Yugoslavia? I said, fuck you. I can't do it. I'll call him up. I'll let you know, buddy. I'll say, hey, buddy, I had a guy in the chat last night. He said you peeked over me. That's good. That's good. I'm glad he peeked, because I've yet to peek, buddy. I've only started. I only just got here. That was the 9th round of the World Cup. Anyway, did I spit something? No, it's water. I spilled water. All right, it's time to go to bed, fellas. All right. I don't know how I did, but I got lost in the chat and stuff like that. Well, shout out to all the super chats. If you're not following, make sure you're following. Let's get that dancing burger on the screen. This is good. The Ari Matty verse column, the Messi and Ronaldo of comedy. I believe that. I believe that to be true. And you Americans, you can't weigh in on it. I'm sorry, but vape victim He thinks Ari Matty has peaked over me. Someone did the thing. England's gonna get knocked out to Mexico. I'd be surprised if they. I'd honestly be surprised if England don't get knocked out to Mexico. But you know, it could easily happen. I just I can see the Mexican got they got the people. Viva la Mexico! Have you seen them in the streets? 2.8 million people just jumping around. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see if I can find the Mexicans. I'm typing in Mexicans. Mexicans. Let me see if I can find a Mexican football video of them all jumping around celebrating. They were out like they just won the war. What the fuck is this? Nah, can't see it. Not really coming up. It's just them on the pitch. I wanted to find the videos of the streets of Mexico going crazy. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Good night, everybody. England are always a tough watch. It's yeah. Oh, Magic Tasha, you're English. Yeah. Well, you know, good luck. You know, you guys are kind of just. You guys kind of just fucking struggle. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about your country. Maybe if all your good players, like who's that guy playing for France right now, Elise. Like to watch what he's doing with that French team, and you don't have him on your team is fucking insane. Like I know his parents were French, or maybe he was born in France or something, but he was born. He grew up in England. He grew up speaking English in English, like he's an English boy. And you lost him. He went back to France, and now he's probably gonna win a World Cup with them. That's like insane. There should be like rules against that. There should be some sort of a rule that if you are playing youth football in England, you have to play for the national team or something like that. Same with that German cunt who fucking playing for Germany. Although not as bad. You know, I think he lived in I think he lived in Germany until whenever. I don't think you're going to like it here. I'm going to have to go back to England to learn how to play football. You're going to learn to play football in England. England? I can't do it. All right, everybody. Yo, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks for the chats. Good luck. If you just joined us, you missed it. But we had an absolute ball on this stream. Thanks for tuning in. When's the next stream? Is it next Thursday or? I might have to do Wednesday next week. I've got something on Thursday that might create a bit of a ruckus. Let's check the World Cup. Let's have a look at the World Cup first. Let's have a look at the World Cup and make sure that next Thursday is. Actually, anyone in the chat, anyone who's already sound off it, what else? What other live streams do you watch? Hello. I haven't been peeking on this. Have I? Filters are on, yeah. What other live streams do you watch like this? Who are you interacting with? 2-0 Switzerland. Algeria's going home. It's a good day for Europe. It's a good day for the tax avoiding Europe. Still early. 2-0. Bigger things have happened, but Algeria. You know, I'm always rooting for the fucking. I'm always rooting for the Africans. I'm always rooting for the Asians, and I'm rooting for the North Americans, and they never do fuck all. Cabo Verde is gonna get wiped by Argentina. Colombia's gonna wipe Ghana. Then Argentina will wipe fucking Australia and Egypt again. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? You're just prolonging their misery, unfortunately. And we haven't had any good upsets yet. This is the problem. We've had some good. I was hoping with this extra knockout round that we would have someone slip up. You know, you have Germany, I guess. Germany fucking lost to. Who the fuck did Germany just lose to? They lost on penalties, didn't they? No, they they lost on penalties to Paraguay. Shocking. That's good. All right, that's good. That's been the best result so far. That's been the most exciting. And the Brazil only just about beat Japan. Other than that, it's Morocco getting the Netherlands. Sure. England almost lost to the Congo. I would have lost my fucking mind. I'm screaming at that TV. By the way, I'm definitely an American fan. I watched America whenever the fuck it was. Yesterday, the day before. I can't even think anymore. Today, like I can't. Like I've watched so much football that it's like insane. My brain can't keep it all. But I was going crazy for that USA game. So evidently, I actually I always watch the games and I'll always cheer for someone somehow. But that was the first time I was watching a team where I felt the like that's my team, which is pretty cool. It only took me 13 years of living in America to kind of feel like I'm part of the fucking team, part of the fan base. Scuffed Realtor, the Watcher are always praising you and ask you to do a stream with Nick Rutherford. I like Scuffed Realtor too. When I was buying a house, I watched it a lot. And Nick's a good friend in terms of like if I need to buy a couch, I'll ask him for advice, and then he'll go, "Why don't you buy this couch?" And it's $8,000, and I go, "I'm going to just find something on the street." Thank you, Nick. Scuffed Realtor, the Watcher. What's the Watcher? The Watcher are always praising you. But anyway, I'd love to do a stream with Nick. We're organizing at the end of the summer, not during the summer. Maybe in September or October, I'm doing a stream week where I'm going to be streaming all day, every day, essentially. Well, not all day, every day. I'm not going to be like in real life. I'm not going to be fucking with a little pad stuck to my wrist where I walk around. I go chat up some babes. Yo, hey, babe. Here's $1. Go call your mother. Tell her you're never coming home. Hey, babe, here's $10. Go call your dad and tell him you're being kidnapped. I'm not going to do that, but I'm at some point we're going to have a stream week, and I'm going to organize a bunch of phone-ins, a bunch of streams, a bunch of shit, and we'll get the fucking someone says I watch travel vlog Twitch streamers. What's that? Is that IRL in real life? Like is that like come with me as I go to Paris? Is that what that is? There's a guy eating croissants? I give it a 6.8 out of 10. Oh, do you give it a 6.8? Great, good. Thank God some random fat cunt on Twitch thinks my croissants are buttery. Is that where the Twitch is? What's the difference between Twitch and Kick? I don't know this stuff. As a like, I'm just like old school, bro. I sit here and I sometimes riff on the chat when I get tired, and sometimes I have my own stuff prepared. Kick this Twitch. Should I be kicking it? Chat? Sound off, chat. Should I be kicking it? Kick and Twitch are the two leading live streaming platforms, with Kick offering a much more favorable 95-5 revenue split for creators compared to Twitch's traditional 50-50 split. What's the revenue? It's like live donations. Twitch dominates in total audience size, features, discoverability, while Kick provides looser content moderation and attracts creators seeking higher immediate earnings. So that's like where Chud was. R.I.P. Chud. CTB. R.I.P. Chud. Is that where Chud was over there on Kick? So is that like what? Like, is that like what you want? You want a dude just walking around Berlin screaming the N-word at people? Someone says I look like Piano Cat. I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling like I'm gonna search it and I'm gonna be upset. Cat's my initials. Column Aiden Tyrrell. Come on, bro. What? Maybe. Call this guy Stretch Armstrong because that's a stretch. Kick is dominated by burnt humans. Is that racism again? Alright, maybe I should because I should be really streaming this on Twitter too, but can I just multi-stream? Can I just go to Twitch? Can I go to YouTube? Can I go to all of these places? Alright, I'm not a bounce anyway, guys. It's midnight. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go sleep. I might smoke for fucking feeling. I might just fucking smoke for a week. Alright, yeah, good night, everybody. Take it easy. Make sure you catch me on the road. Go to columntyrrell.com for all those dates that whizzing by our heads above us. Obviously, Tulsa is gone. Those Reno dates have to be reorganized, unfortunately. Something came up and I had to reorganize Reno. I was actually looking forward to going to Reno, crossing a new city off the list. Then I go to the lake. What's it called? Lake Cuomo, some shit like that. All right, everybody, take care. Good night. God bless. Stay true to yourself. Up the fucking raw. I need a goodbye. I need a goodbye thing. I don't have a goodbye. So I was going to say starting soon, but I'm not coming back. That's the issue. It says starting soon, not coming back. Take care, motherfuckers. Good luck.